I will walk away.
What? Smartest Conqueror player.
Yeah, I'll do the same. No,
Hello.
You killed me though? Good
almost.
job.
Dude. You guys actually nuts.
Well, that's not undodgeable. What?
You have no undodgeables.
How's it going, everybody? Alright, so I mentioned this before, but I was not looking forward to making this video here, and that's for the simple reason that I do not like this rework. I do not enjoy this version of Conqueror at all. And it's hard to give feedback on something that I think is fundamentally not working, or rather not fun at all to play. This Conqueror isn't fun to play, nor fun to play against. And now my dilemma is that, like I said, I do want to give feedback and not present my own ideas on how the character should look like. We are doing enough armchair development here, but we do lack a lot of the details, and many suggestions that we make are just not feasible. There is no benefit to me presenting something that has zero chance of ever making it into the game. So what we're doing then is I show you a few things of this version that I think are either out of the ordinary or are easy to change and still fit within the design concept of this Conqueror testing ground. Because like I said, I do not enjoy this one. It is way too bash focused and too straightforward. Oh, is he going to bash or heavy so he can bash again? Conqueror feels useless in team fights since the full block recovery cancel does not cover the big unblockable attacks that are being thrown around everywhere nowadays. And I do understand that not every hero needs to be a team fighting god, that's fine, but I do think a rework should make the character fun and at least a somewhat viable pick in the main game mode, that is the minion. I guess I need to also follow my own mantra that I keep repeating at the beginning of every testing ground video. This is not the final version of this character. Further changes are to be expected, and here I am praying that this is all actually true and I'm not sniffing some copium. Alright then, let's talk some numbers and stuff. His only real saving grace when it comes to defending against multiple people is his full block and the associated recovery cancel from all moves. Going into it from neutral takes 300 MS, that is our baseline. After blocking an attack, it is treated as a fast flow so you can enter it without any further delay. This helps against multi-hit moves, but also not always. More on the Repost in just a second. When your attack is blocked, you flow into it within 400 MS, so slower than from neutral. After a whiff, it adds some extra delay and entering full block takes 500 MS. This is still enough to counter some of the slower dodge attacks. This especially comes in handy when somebody dodge attacks your bash. We will test that more in depth once we know what number Ubisoft settles at. And then on hits, we are again looking at 400 MS. That looks faster. Then one more thing that I caught way too late, dodging out of full block, it was completely removed. I initially thought they simply slowed it down, because in the last testing ground iteration it was a 33 MS delay between full block and dodging out of it. That was way too oppressive, and it's good that it's gone. But now you cannot dodge out of the full block at all. I think that should definitely come back. I don't want to make a suggestion on the timing. I get it that Conq shouldn't be zipping around the battlefield with it, but the quote-unquote immovable wall concept does not work. It's not a good trait unless you can deal with unblockables while being immobile. Like I said, there wasn't any real compensation to it, which leaves him stranded in the middle of team fights. Mobility is one of the key aspects when you want to be a good team fighter. Statue gaming is the exact opposite. Then for the Repost, well, first of all, they kept the zero stamina drain on superior blocks. The Repost itself is unblockable, but not undodgeable, as you guys have seen in the intro to this video. I was greatly amused by this. We have this on multiple Repost moves, but the heroes that have this usually have multiple options out of the full block, which generally includes an undodgeable option. Since Conq only has the one option, that one should get that very property. Make it unblockable and undodgeable. It does have full block on the move itself, so that's pretty good. The hitbox is also decent, but I think one of the most important aspects of having a good hitbox is hitting behind you. Yes, you might hit a wall here and there, but that's unavoidable. It comes with the territory. Then the infinite lights that got removed. I understand the reasoning for it, but at the same time this kind of screwed with his minion clear. Clearing with heavies is too stamina intensive and also slower. It also seems like the zone attack is now his best bet. Alright, talking zone then. Like, what is this now? A 600 MS zone that only chains to bash and has 0 additional properties with a not so great hitbox. I'm not a fan. The full block property that it had, well, it's fine that it got removed. Pressing zone and negating all blockable offense isn't fun to go against. But it is such an underwhelming move. Give it a proper 360 hitbox. Let it actually hit people. Same as the Repost move. Let it hit behind him. Or even better, make that his undodgeable move. I guess it might look a little funny if he slides around while using it. Warlord's zone being undodgeable makes sense with the big forward step that the animation has. I don't know, do something with it. Oh well, this iteration of the zone is just lackluster at best. I also don't think allowing it to chain to anything but the bash would improve it significantly. A little, sure, but not that it matters much. Then charged heavies, or rather chain heavies in general, I feel like I'm repeating myself. I get why the in-chain charging was removed. Animations and flickers weren't great in the last testing round, I don't think anyone can argue that. Some of them, the more obscure ones, are still there. But that's not the point I wanted to make here. The chain heavies need to have some benefit to them. Just slapping undodgeable on it isn't it. I don't know if unblockable is the answer and how to implement it without feeling the same as so many other heroes. Make same side heavy turn unblockable maybe? I liked the suggestion when I first heard it, but whether it'll have the desired impact, no clue. Then 2 more things. First, the run and bash. It feels like a vestigial move. Currently confirms nothing, it's just a legend tool. Ubisoft has made it very clear that they don't particularly like strong offense out of the unlocked position. But Shinobi has gotten a completely new move and follow up with it. Maybe they could do something about Conqs as well, and while they're at it, please improve the tracking a little. And the last topic is Feats. At one point, Conqueror had all the busted feats. Body count was massive back in the day, Shield Basher still is really strong, and he does have Juggernaut. Heal on block, that's useless now, but used to make him unkillable in the minion lane. And believe it or not, Catapult used to be a really strong feat. Feats is what will hold Conq back in ever becoming a competitive pick. He simply is not up to par with his feat selection. We'll see what they have in store for Feats. Eventually, they'll have to do an overhaul. But for now, that's it for Conqueror. I will go over all the changes from all the updates once we see the next iteration. I know that it might seem that I'm forgetting certain things, but I don't want to explain things multiple times. I know that just get boring. Let's hope for the best for this hero. Well, I am at least. I know he's not the favorite among the cast. Let me know what you would change. I hope the video was helpful. Thanks for watching. Latest everybody.